Mikhaël Aïvanhov was born on January the 31st, 1900 in Macedonia. He came from a modest family, though rich in moral values. His mother, Dolya, educated in the great laws of the universe, dedicated Michael to God from conception. In 1907, Mikhaël and his family settled in Varna, but the death of his father soon left them without means. Poverty and all the other problems that the young Mikhaël had to overcome helped awaken his spiritual fervour and the many faculties which he made use of later. At age 16, after meditation and breathing exercises, Mikhaël had an overwhelming mystical experience in which light accompanied him throughout his life. In 1917, Mikhaël met the Master Peter Deunov, who had been sent into exile in Varna. Impressed by the skills of young Mikhaël, Master Peter Deunov took him in as a disciple, guiding him in his spiritual exercises and pushed him to continue his university studies. In 1920, Brother Mikhaël followed his master to Sofia. He graduated and became a teacher. Each summer, the White Brotherhood, founded by Master Peter Deunov, united together in the Rila Mountains for a period of several weeks. Outdoors, under the rays of the sun, Master Peter Deunov taught his disciples to read the book of living nature. Everything, for the Master, was an opportunity to teach them something. In 1937, Master Peter Deunov, sensing the upcoming upheavals, charged Brother Mikhaël to carry the flame of his teaching over to France. Before letting him go, Master Peter Deunov confided the following to him in the form of a parable. "I'm giving you a huge, priceless gem, but you have to cross through a large forest infested with robbers and wild beasts. This stone must be dirty to be unrecognizable. Thieves will set upon you and seek to steal. But, finding nothing of value, they will eventually leave you alone. Once you get through this long, dangerous forest, I will be with you to wash the stone, which will shine with an unmatched brilliance." He thus revealed to him the difficulties he would encounter. Shortly after his arrival in France in July 1937, the Master Peter Deunov wrote to him, "Beloved Mikhaël, my good wishes for the good work you are doing for the kingdom of God in this great city. I'm sending you Rays of Life," which were the latest conferences from Rila. Then, in November 1939, knowing the many jealousies which he was victim to, he addressed these words to him. "I can see that what is said about you bothers you from time to time. God is behind good and evil. He directs these two forces. Love speaks for good, and the lack of love for evil. Divine love is above everything. Brother Mikhaël quickly gained control of the French language. He gave his first public lecture in January 1938 in Paris on the theme of light and the spring. It was in 1947 that the first fraternal centre was acquired at Sèvres in the Parisian suburbs and was baptised Izgrev in memory of the fraternal centre where the Master Peter Deunov and his disciples resided in Sofia, Bulgaria. But a series of trials awaited Brother Mikhaël. He was the victim of a conspiracy and sentenced on the basis of false evidence. As many stones that are received, as many there are to transform into precious stones, fruits of a true spiritual alchemy. It was not until 1960 that he was cleared. Brother Mikhaël inaugurated the first summer congress in 1953 at the Domaine du Bonfin in Fréjus on the Côte d'Azur. When brothers and sisters set up their tents on this secluded property, there were virtually no amenities. I prefer to live in a small hut with all humanity in my heart than in a spacious and comfortable home, he would say. In 1959, Brother Mikhaël left by himself for a one-year trip to India. This trip marked a turning point in his life. He met the most respected gurus, including the Himalayan avatar Babaji, and visited famous ashrams. It was in India that he received a new name, Omraam Mikhaël Aïvanhov. Upon his return, the brothers and sisters were stunned. They discovered a transformed man. His disciples then recognized him as a master and insisted in showing him this respect. Now, the Master Omraam Mikhaël Aïvanhov spoke in his own voice. He continued the work begun by Master Peter Deunov, adding his own developments. There was no contradiction between them. They walked the same path in the same direction, always toward the light, towards God. Thanks to the enthusiastic voluntary work of many brothers and sisters, the Domaine du Bonfin, once a barren, rocky land, gradually became what it is today, an international convention centre for participants coming every summer from the 5 continents. Today, the fraternity has thousands of members in many countries, and fraternal centres have been set up as real centres of light. But this is only a reflection of the true universal white brotherhood, which is above, and contains all the most advanced beings. The name Universal White Brotherhood contains a science. It evokes a fraternal world. It shows us the task to accomplish. It traces the path of light in which we can walk.
Quelle est la chose la plus importante? Et c'est ça qui manque maintenant. Dans la tête de tous les humains, même les philosophes, même les savants, même. Et je disais, de savoir la valeur des choses, c'est au-dessus de tout. Mais on ne connaît pas la valeur des choses. Regardez maintenant, si vous posez la question, la valeur de radio, la valeur de la platine, la valeur de l'or, des pierres précieuses, de l'argent, de ceci, de cela. Ils vous diront, voilà ce qu'ils connaissent. Mais il y a d'autres choses, une autre valeur. Ils ne connaissent pas la valeur de la lumière, la valeur du bien, la valeur d'un idéal. Qu'est-ce que c'est un idéal? Quelle est la valeur d'un idéal? Ils ne savent pas. Ah, quelle est la valeur d'un morceau de fromage? Oui. Et c'est là que je veux vous dire que la chose parmi les plus importantes, c'est de savoir, de connaître la valeur des choses. Eh bien, ils ne connaissent pas la valeur. Quelle est la chose la plus importante? Oh, la plus importante, c'est d'avoir de l'or. Ou d'avoir une femme, d'avoir un enfant, et ainsi de suite. Eh bien, d'après moi, la chose la plus importante, c'est de savoir la chose qui peut nous donner ces 3 choses-là. La lumière, avoir la lumière, l'amour et la vie. Et il n'y a rien de plus important. Dites-moi, donnez-moi quelque chose de plus important que la vie. Et regardez combien les gens sont loin de ça. Et ils ne diront jamais que c'est la vie qui est la plus importante. C'est l'or, c'est le côté économique, c'est le côté politique, c'est le côté... Hein? Mais la vie. Et quelle vie? La vie. Et voilà que là aussi, mais pas la vie de vivre comme les animaux, la vie éternelle, la vie immense, la vie illimitée, c'est cet amour pour cette vie immense, de savoir, de connaître et de vivre ça. Il n'y a pas d'autre chose plus importante que ça. Et c'est ça qu'on apprend dans l'enseignement. Comment vivre